morning, everyone, my fellow readers. I know you've missed me. So first off, before anything else, I have to tell you all about my awesome giveaway going on now. I'm giving away these two lovely books here, and I'm giving them away not because I don't like them, but because I love them so much. I want everyone else to love them too. So, Brightly Woven by Alexandra Bracken, her debut novel. Also, Amy and Roger's Epic Detour by Morgan Matson. Loved it. A fantastic summer read. Definitely check out my post and enter in that giveaway and be awesome. So, this in my mailbox is going to comprise of all the books that I've gotten in the past few weeks, maybe in the past few months. I've not done an in my mailbox post in a long time, but that is going to change because I have time now in the summer, but I'm just going to share some books that I got recently with you. And first I'm going to start with the library. I actually just took some books back to the library, so these are the ones that I kept and one that I picked up. So one of the ones that I kept was The Cuckoo's Calling by Robert Galbraith, or otherwise known as J.K. Rowling. I'm really excited about this book. I've already started it, and about 75 pages in, and it is awesome so far. I love her writing, love her storytelling. So I'm really excited to get into this one because I know the sequel's coming out soon. So I think that one's called The Silkworm. This one I just picked up. It's Here There Be Dragons by James A. Owen, and funny thing is, I actually owned this back when I was about 12 years old, and I tried to read it, and unfortunately, it didn't really work out for me. I ended up giving it away, but when I saw it at the library, I don't know, I think it was because there were all 5 books lined up so beautifully next to each other, and I knew which one was the first one, so I was like, you know what the heck? It looks cool now. So, dragons. So yeah, as you can see by this lovely little tasseled bookmark, that I am already about 72 pages into it, and it is fantastic, and it's mostly fantastic because of the writing, but also it has full-page illustrations by the author, as I understand it, so illustrations makes every book better. So for the rest, these are all books that I have come to own. Like I said, some of them I've gotten this past week. Most of them I have gotten over the past couple of months that I have not been able to share with you just because I've been in college and things have been really crazy. So I started reading this book during finals week, actually. It's called Chinese Cinderella by Adeline Yan Ma. The one thing that gets me really excited about this book is that I can actually open it to a couple of the chapters and understand some of the Chinese. But I can understand these chapter titles. It makes me very happy. And so it's a really interesting tale about this girl who's considered unlucky because her mother died giving birth to her. And so it's just really detailing how she grew up and how it's really hard for her and her family to be considered unlucky. Next is Rise of a Hero by Hilary Bell. This is the second book in the Farsala trilogy, and it's the sequel to Fall of a Kingdom, which I read a couple months ago, and it was awesome, and so I'm really excited to have this sequel, even though it is a beast. It's huge. I'm not used to seeing mass market paperbacks that are almost 600 pages long, so I'm really excited about this one. I will be picking it up very soon, and so you can find a review for it very soon on the blog. Next is Speaker for the Dead by Orson Scott Card. This is the sequel to Ender's Game, which was a fantastic book, oh my gosh, and a very great movie, just so you know. Very great movie. I'm really excited about this one just because I loved Ender's Game, and so I'm really excited. Next will be popular, I feel, for a lot of you. I finally just gave up and I started watching Game of Thrones. The reason I didn't watch it before was because, well, I tried, but could not get through the first episode because, frankly, it was because of all the sex, and I was just like, ugh. But I threw in the towel and I started watching it, and I just skipped through the sex part, and because you can kind of see them coming, and then you can just skip through them. So I started watching Game of Thrones, and now I have the book. So, yes, presenting Game of Thrones by George R.R. Martin, another beast of a mass market paperback. Oh my gosh. Okay. This one is almost 800 pages long, which is crazy, but I'm really excited for it. I'm really enjoying the show, but I'm only like 6 episodes in, so don't spoil anything for me, because Tumblr does that enough for me already. But I'm really excited for it, so. These next 3 I actually already own in paperback, but I saw them at Half Price Books in hardcover and they were great condition, and so I had to have them. They are the first 3 books in the Artemis Fowl series. I love this series. have loved it forever. And so now I have all of the books in hardcover. So this makes me pretty happy. So it's Artemis Fowl, The Arctic Incident, and The Eternity Code, and all by Owen Colfer. And so they're all in great condition, and so now I get to have all hardcovers on my bookshelf, and it makes me very happy. This next one was actually a gift. I think it was my Christmas present from one of my best friends. The Outsiders by S.E. Hinton. It's one of her favorite novels, and so I have not read it yet. I'm getting to it. I really love the binding for the Speak Platinum Edition novels because it also has deckled edges and it has this nice little, I don't know, it just looks so nice. But I'm very excited to read this because, of course, it's a classic, and it's also one of my best friend's favorite books, so another find from Half Price Books, aren't they all? I picked up Guardian of the Dead by Karen Healy. This one, the reason I picked this one up is because I was kind of feeling like, oh, I want a creepy book to read, which does not happen too often. I'm familiar with Karen Healy's work. I read The Shattering and loved it, and so I will be picking this one up whenever the creepy mood strikes me again. Last but certainly not least, I have finally read Inkheart by Cornelia Funk. I've had it forever and I've tried to read it several times over the past, I don't know, about 6 years, and I finally tried it again and I finished it and I loved it, and so I immediately went out to Half Price Books where I knew that they had a copy of the sequel and picked myself up Inkspell. I'm so excited because they look so pretty next to each other on the shelf, but also because the way that Inkheart ended, I'm just like, wait, what? I have to continue. This is another book where it has illustrations. I love illustrations. They're so pretty. So pretty. But anyways, I'm really excited to have this one on my shelf. Like I said, it looks so pretty, and I know that they have at Half Price Books about, I don't know, about 6 copies, brand new copies of Ink Death. So that is it for me today. I'm so glad to be back into blogging. Even if it's a little bit slow, I have a lot of reviews to catch up on, but I'm so excited to be back with you lovely people, and I hope that you will check out my giveaway, and I will hope that you have an awesome week in reading. So until next week, I will try to get an In My Mailbox post in as often as possible. So until next time, happy reading.